Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 138 of Sleep and Relax ASMR. Today I'll be reading useless random facts. If you've been following the podcast for a while, you know that useless facts has been a recurring series that I do on the show. Usually they're themed. Last time was summer facts. I'll do winter facts. Facts about anything, really. But I figured I may as well be random every now and then because, the show isn't meant to always be that structured. So I literally just pulled up some random facts for you that I will be reading. All the facts from this episode come from, the factsite.com. No idea how reliable they actually are, but they're called the factsite.com. And from mentalfloss.com. Once again, I have no idea how accurate they are or if they're facts at all. This is all just for fun and entertainment, so hopefully no one gets offended by that. With that said, sorry I keep on clicking accidentally. With that said, let's start this episode by reading fact number 1. Fact number 1. Banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories an hour. Would not recommend trying that. Number 2. In the UK, it is illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day. Number 3. Pteronophobia is the fear of being tickled by feathers. Number 4. When hippos are upset, their sweat turns red. Number 5. A flock of crows is known as a murder. Number 6. Facebook addiction disorder is a mental disorder identified by psychologists. That's kind of scary to think. But I can understand why it's a very real thing. Just the addiction to social media in general and the need to look really cool in front of people. It's a real problem, I think. Pardon the clicks, jeez. I'm doing a bad job here. Number 7. The average woman uses her height in lipstick every 5 years. The 29th of May is officially Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day. Fact number 10, I believe we're at, or 9 maybe. Human saliva has a boiling point 3 times that of regular water. It's gross. If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it cannot hop. Bananas are curved because they grow towards the sun. Billy goats urinate on their own heads to smell more attractive to females. That's ridiculous. Polar bears can eat as many as 86 penguins in a single sitting. If they lived in the same place, that is. King Henry VIII slapped with a gigantic axe beside him. Movie trailers were originally shown after the movie, which is why they were called trailers. Oh, that's kind of interesting, like to trail. An eagle can kill a young deer and fly away with it. That would be an incredible sight. A lion's roar can be heard from 5 miles away. A toaster uses almost half as much energy as a full-sized oven. If Pinocchio says, "My nose will grow now," it would cause a paradox. And then they have a link saying details here, but I did not add those details on my notes. A baby spider is called a spiderling. This one's interesting. You cannot snore and dream at the same time. Now, I have a problem with snoring. I snore very heavily from what I've been told. next time I snore, or next time I dream, I'm going to ask if I was snoring. But for now, it remains... it sounds like a fact. I don't know. The following sentence can be read forward and backwards. And this is the sentence. Do geese see God? Wow, that is clever. Next fact. A baby octopus is about the size of a flea when it is born. A sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers in a hot air balloon. Arab women can initiate a divorce if their husbands don't pour coffee for them. In Uganda, 50% of the population is under 15 years old. Smearing a small amount of dog feces on an insect bite will relieve the itching and the swelling. Yeah, but who tries that? There's someone out there that is going to hear this now and just give it a shot. Which I do not advise, but everyone has their own, people do whatever they want. Catfish are the only animals that naturally have an odd number of whiskers. Facebook, Skype, and Twitter are all banned in China. I think I read that one before. The Titanic was the first ship to use the SOS signal. But I thought in the movie, which I suppose the movie is not necessarily a historically accurate depiction of the event, but I thought they did not have any SOS flares, and so that's why they used the white ones. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this site is lying to me. I'm sure you listening know the answer. 95% of people text things they could never say in person. Was that just a survey done where they asked people on Facebook or on a Google poll, hey, do you text things that sometimes you wish you didn't? Or I'm not sure exactly how they come to that conclusion, or that number, I should say. About 8,000 Americans are injured by musical instruments each year. The French language has 17 different words for the word surrender. How is that even possible? If you're listening to this and you know all 17 words, or if you know that that's true or false, can you please email the show and tell me what they are? Or tell me if that's for real. I need someone who really speaks the language to tell me, because I do not believe this site now. But I will continue to read it. Nearly 3% of the ice in the Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine. I think I'm by fact 35 at this point. Bob Dylan's real name is Robert Zimmerman. Sea otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't drift away from each other. That's so adorable. I'm pretty sure it's true. Heart attacks are more likely to happen on a Monday. That must be linked with stress, right? It has to be. A small child could swim through the veins of a blue whale. If you consistently farted for 6 years and 9 months, enough gas would be produced to create the energy of an atomic bomb. No, thank you. In 2015, more people were killed from injuries caused by taking a selfie than by shark attacks. I'm not surprised. Listen, when people take selfies, this is a side tangent, which people have been telling me they like, so that's why I'm getting into it. If you don't like it, let me know. But when people are taking selfies, they are so inconsiderate for what's going on in the outside world. The other day I was crossing the street and some girl was trying to take a video of her and her friend crossing the street. They ended up stepping on my tail. It's not a big deal. But then right after, they ended up almost getting into an accident because they were crossing when traffic had a left. They had the green left turn light. So everyone's waiting, and then these girls keep on walking, and so they almost cause an accident. And just I'm not surprised by that fact one bit, to be quite honest. You gotta be a little more conscious when you're taking selfies and all that stuff. Anyway, I move on. J.K. Rowling chose the unusual name Hermione so young girls wouldn't be teased for being nerdy. Hewlett Packard's name was decided in a coin toss. The total number of steps in the Eiffel Tower are 1665, so 1,665 steps. An arctophile is a person who collects or is very fond of teddy bears. I wonder if there's a name for someone who really dislikes teddy bears. There must be. Next fact. Let's see what I have here. Pirates wore earrings because they believed it improved their eyesight. Where they got that idea, I am not sure. The Pokemon Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are based off of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Love that one. Los Angeles' full name is El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de los Ángeles de Porciuncula. Can someone from LA tell me if that's true? The Twitter bird actually has a name. His name is Larry. Octopuses have 4 pairs of arms. In England in the 1880s, pants were considered a dirty word. On the 18th of February of 1979, it snowed in the Sahara Desert for 30 minutes. This next one's funny. If you leave everything to the last minute, it will only take a minute. I don't know why they would include that, because they seem to have like real facts, or what I think are, they're at least being presented as real facts. And then they have like these funny little comments or these funny little jokes in there, right? Because if you leave everything to the last minute, then it's going to take 1 minute. Or, obviously it doesn't actually take 1 minute. It's supposed to only take 1 minute. Anyway, I keep on digressing or elaborating. Fact, I don't know, I'm going to say 50. Every human has spent about half an hour as a single cell. Unlike many other big cats, snow leopards are not aggressive towards humans. As a matter of fact, there has never been a verified snow leopard attack on a human being. Doesn't mean you should have them as pets. Birds don't urinate. The first alarm clock could only ring at 4 a.m. Dying is illegal in the House of Parliament. This has been voted as the most ridiculous law by the British citizens. What is the penalty for dying then? If you're dead, what sort of penalty could they actually throw your way? The most venomous jellyfish in the world is named Irukanji and is smaller than your fingernail. That is frightening to think. Slugs have 4 noses. The 20th of March is known as Snowman Burning Day. Poor little guys. That's not very nice that we have an entire day dedicated to burning them. I like snowmen. The front paws of a cat are different from the back paws. They have 5 toes on the front but only 4 on the back. An apple, potato, and onion all taste the same if you eat them with your nose plugged. Probably won't give it a shot, but it's kind of interesting to know. A company in Taiwan makes dinnerware out of wheat so you can eat your plate. Come on, when they talk about zero waste, that is zero waste right there. The average person walks the equivalent of twice around the world in a lifetime. How amazing would that be to walk around the world twice in one lifetime? Amazing. The Bible is the most shoplifted book in the world. On a related note, the top 6 foods that make you fart are beans, corn, bell peppers, cauliflower, cabbage, and milk. So many random, this is why it's called useless random facts. Right? I try to make them useless, and boy, do I try to make them random. Like this next one. Marco Hort has a world record for fitting 264 straws in his mouth at once. I've always wondered, and if I have a listener in the audience who has attempted and or broken world records like this, how do you determine what record you want to try to break? Why did this guy Marco wake up one day and say, listen, I can put 264 straws in my mouth at once and I'm going to go for the record? How do you even come up with that? Genuinely, I'm actually very interested in knowing. The voice of Bugs Bunny, Mel Blanc, was allergic to carrots. California has issued 6 driver's licenses to people named Jesus Christ. According to Genesis 1:20-22, the chicken came before the egg. Let's see, I got a few over here. A few more. In the Caribbean, there are oysters that can climb trees. How? Who knows? Squirrels forget where they hide about half of their nuts after they go through all that trouble. The inventor of the waffle iron did not like waffles. George W. Bush was once a cheerleader. Had no idea. There are 205 bones in the skeleton of a horse. Oh, sorry. Let's see. I definitely have a few more I can read on here. In 1895, Hampshire police handed out the first ever speeding ticket, fining a man for doing 6 miles an hour. Wow. Give me a break. Strawberries can also be yellow, green, or white. This also affects the taste, and some have a similar taste to pineapples. Gotta be honest, I've never seen a yellow, green, or white strawberry. Each year, there are more than 40,000 toilet-related injuries in the USA. So if you've had a toilet injury out there, you're not alone. Can't say I've met anyone, though, that has had that. Mewtwo is a clone of the Pokemon Mew, yet it comes before Mew in the Pokédex. Suspicious. Every year, more than 2,500 left-handed people are killed from using right-handed products. I honestly don't understand that one. I mean, anyway, let me not get into it. Madonna suffers from agoraphobia, which is the fear of thunder. China has more English speakers than the USA. This next one's a doozy. Parascavadacatriophobia is a fear of Friday the 13th. Why? I mean, that's an unnecessarily long name. Samuel L. Jackson requested to have a purple lightsaber in Star Wars in order for him to accept the part as Mace Windu. And I'm glad he took that role. Kleenex tissues were originally used as filters in gas masks. During your lifetime, you will spend around 38 days brushing your teeth. In 1889, the Queen of Italy, Margherita Savoy, ordered the first pizza delivery. It is considered rude to write in red ink in Portugal. A cat's tail contains nearly 10% of all the bones in its body. The Nile crocodile can hold its breath underwater for up to 2 hours while waiting for prey. You can buy eel-flavored ice cream in Japan. Wow. Never tried that. Never heard of that. Last fact of this episode. Drum roll. Ronald McDonald is Donald McDonald in Japan because it makes pronunciation easier for the Japanese. And in Singapore, he's known as Uncle McDonald. That is awesome. Never knew that. If I have a listener from Japan or Singapore, that'd be nice enough to write in. I'd love to hear if that's true as well. But you know what? You don't even have to be from Japan or Singapore to write in. If you guys want to write in, give me suggestions, criticize my work, love my work, show appreciation for it. Always excited to hear from listeners of the show and start a conversation. So that's all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, all suggestions, comments, whatever it may be, you can send them to hello@sleepandrelaxasmr.com. There's the email address is in the show notes if you're confused about how to spell that. But that's all for now. As always, thanks for listening and take care.